today I'm talking to you from my Manycam / OBS Studio camera because I want to show you how you can actually use Google Slides and how you can actually make Google Slides yourself. So I will be doing a lot of these from scratch. So excuse me if I'm going to be messing with my computer a little bit, it will look like, but just be prepared. Take a seat, relax, and watch as you can learn how to make your own Google Slides for your ESL classroom. And you can add whatever pictures you want. You know, if you can't find one from another teacher or from the different banks that are out there, you can do your very own. So relax and watch. Thanks. So what you actually will do is, this is my Manycam. I will open up my Google Slides. Okay, I'm going to go here and you can see this is my Google Slides that is on the screen now. And this is typically what you could find with either Gogokid or VIPKid. You can find a slide bank. Okay, and you would have to find it through the Facebook groups that are out there. You can I can put some links below so you can find the Facebook groups and ask for access to them. And once you are in them, so you would get to the screen and I will just select one. Here is the Google slide. Once I turn it on or click into it, you see you are not actually in the slide where it's actually looking like something that you would want to show to your student. And here, since I am using Manycam, this is what the student would see me as I'm teaching. But then when I want to show them the Google slide, I'd have to switch to a different preset. Okay, so I am in preset 3 right now. You can see me in the Manycam, the preset 3, but if I wanted to use the preset in my Manycam for the Google Slides, I'd have to go to the preset right here, and preset 1 has this is preset 1 that has where I'm going to show the Google slide. And when I come here, this is preset 1 and it looks like this. And that is because I've already selected what I want to be shown through this preset. So I will actually clear this layer so I can show you exactly what I did to get to that point. And I will actually take this out too. This is my little camera that I like to have to actually show the student where I am. You'll be able to see my face there in a little bit. And that's where the student can actually see that I'm there too. So let me see. Here. So this is what it looks like when you first start out. Okay, so I'm going to add my camera here. Actually, not my camera, but I'm going to add my desktop. So I'm going to go down to desktop. Since I have a prescription or a subscription to Manycam, I'm able to access this custom area. But if I don't have a subscription, then I can use this app window. I select the app window and I look, oh, which app do I want to be shown in my Manycam? So I want to use this one. This is the flower one, and this is what it would look like if I were to use, a non-subscription. And then I can actually put when you show the Google Slides, there are objects that you can get that have like black lines that will cut out any of the unwanted stuff that you will be able to see. You'll be able to see all these tabs and everything, because once I do this is what's going to open up my Google Slides so I can actually start presenting. So if I do this, then I don't need this part right here. Okay, this is what it looks like, and you can see there's a lot to be seen right here. You don't want to have all of these tabs showing. Even if I'm going to reduce some of the size of the bars so that this gray bar down here is not so big, but you can still see it, right? You can still see it even if I stretch it out. You can see everything, But if I do this, okay, now that gets a little bit bigger, so you can see your Google Slide a little bit better, right? You can see it better, but you still have some other unwanted things. So there are objects that you can find. I'm going to go down to my objects folder, and I'm going to find these black bars. Let me see if I still have them. Here they are. These black bars right here. It's called widescreen. If I put those black bars here and then I have to widen them, you know what? Here, like that. Well, that actually, they upgraded my Manycam so that now things are not the same size as they used to be. So this used to work perfectly, but it doesn't work so good anymore. So maybe that's not an option anymore, but you know, you can see the slide right here, but you can also see all the other tabs. So it's up to you. If you want to use it like that, you can. But if you want to use it where, I'm going to clear this, if you want to use it where you don't see all of that and you do pay for a subscription, then you press the plus button and then you go back to your desktop and you go to custom area. This is the square that's going to show whatever I put underneath it. So here I'm going to move my Manycam over a little bit, and I'm going to widen this so you can see it a little bit more. I'm going to bring this screen down so it's just easier to fit everything, but it is still a little bit big. There, narrow it. That's how I like to do it. Then I can fit more stuff on my screen. I do have a big screen. Not everybody does have a big screen like this. So some people, I've heard some people have two screens, so they can have this Google Slides on one screen, and then they have their teaching screen where they can see the student and the teaching platform. You could do it like that if you have a small screen, or you can just, you know, overlap things so that you can, you know, flip back and forth between. But my screen, I can kind of see everything without overlapping, so you know, it's very helpful. It's something to get used to with, because it is very wide when you're close up. So I didn't like it at first, but now I really appreciate it. So this is what my Google Slide is starting to look like once I get it fitted properly. You want to fit it so that you can see all the words. Let's see. It's kind of acting funny. So that's good right there. So now you can see I can go through, and that's what the student is seeing when you are on the teaching platform. You go into your settings and you choose the camera that you want to be shown, and you can either, like I would have a Logitech selection or I would have a Manycam selection. So I would choose the Manycam, and then they can, whatever I show on Manycam, they're going to be able to see when the student will be able to see when I'm teaching. So either they'll see the Google Slides window preset, or they'll see me like this. See, so you switch back and forth. All right, so you just have to press this, either cut or trans, either one is fine. It's just a matter of how you want it to transition between the two preset windows. Okay, so I would flip back and forth. But like I was showing you before, if I don't want, if I want for the student to actually see me in there, in this window with the Google Slide, where this Google Slide is playing, and because sometimes, you know, the student might say, "Teacher, where are you? I can't see you." Or maybe somebody might come in, one of the staff from your company might come in and say, "Well, where's the teacher? You know, you weren't actually in the classroom." I mean, I've heard people have that concern. I've never had a problem with that personally, but just, you know, this is what you would do if you want to add your own picture in there just to be safe. So I'm looking at preset window. It should be preset window. Just a second. So this is preset 1, but yeah, I want to do preset. My numbers don't seem to be adding up correctly, but I know that this is the first one. So I want to add a layer to this one. Okay, so I'm going to add this window. See, you see what I just did? I just pressed this add a layer, and so this box showed up, and now I press that plus button, and I want to add my camera. I can add a lot of things here. I can add YouTube, I can add, so many different options, but I want to add my camera. So I'm going to add my Logitech camera here so you can actually see me in this window, and then I can minimize my picture so I don't have to be like, blocking what's going on in the Google slide. So this is what I could do, and then I could just move it around also. If I want to move me up here or down here, I can move my picture so that the student can see me and see what's in the Google slide that's actually happening. So I do want to go back to what I actually did to get my Google slide shown in the Manycam. So what I did was, here I'm going to press escape because, okay, once I press escape, yeah, this is where you will start with your Google Slides, and this is not how you want to present your Google Slides. So if you want to present them and show them very big, you need to go up here to this little word up here in the screen that if I press these three buttons, and then if I do press my zoom so I can get bigger, then I can actually see, oh, this says present. So now I can read it, and I can press this arrow that drops it down, and then I want the presenter view. Okay, so I'm going to press that, but I don't need this window, so I'm going to X out of this window like this, and then you see how the Google slide is actually different now. It is the size that I want it to be, and it's not showing all of the other stuff that is not necessary for teaching. But I still do have access to this gray bar down here. If I ever want to use it, I can use it doing this, or I could just touch the screen in advance, or I could scroll on my mouse if I have a scroll. I can select the slide that I want. If I want to go back up to the beginning slides up here, I could do that. I can use a pointer, which is this arrow, or I can go to my little red dot and use that if I want to do that. So those are the only things I really use with that bar. But that is how you can use your Google Slides, and it's very helpful. But if I wanted to do other things with the Manycam, I can add other presets here. If I wanted to add a picture here, I can add a family picture of some sort, but that's using the Manycam. Now I said I was going to show you how to actually make your own Google slide. So here is my Google Drive, right? Right now I am in my Google Slides Google Drive. So I want to go back to my Google Drive. Okay, so if I open up my Google Drive and this is where mine is. And if I try to actually open up my own slide show, okay? So if I want to press new here, and I can, I use Google Documents, I can write a paper, these are my Google Sheets, but I want Google Slides, okay? So I press Google Slides, and this is what will show up, okay? And then I don't need this theme bar, so I'm going to X out of this so I can have more working space here. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to move me over so we could see what's going on here a little better. So this is my first slide. If I want to make more slides, I press this button. I can have as many slides as I want. So I want to go back to the first one. And here is the Insert tab. If I press Insert, I can insert an image from my own computer. I can search the web, or I can add by URL, which is where I would add like a Jiffy. Okay, a lot of people use that, a Jiffy, however you say it. And I'll show you how to use that one. So first we're going to search the web. Okay, let's just search the web because this is really easy just to add a picture. Search the web, and I want to show somebody jump. Let's just search the word jump and see what pops up. Jumping spider, jump. Let's search jump. Okay, these people are jumping, so you can show, oh, I select that and I insert it, and here it is. There is somebody who's jumping, right? So they'll be able to see that. If I want to go here, now I want to find insert an image, and if I had a photo from even my Google Photos, I can add that here. So let's open up Giphy, and here it just pops up because I use it already. Here is Giphy and Jiffy, and what do I want to put on here? So let's say jump, right? We just did jump. Okay, so somebody's jumping. All right, so, oh, he's a cute little guy. He's jumping. You know, the kids will be amused by that. I would try to find something that would be amusing for the kids. It's kind of like a fun thing, and it just kind of, adds to the excitement and entertainment of the class. Oh, he's funny. This elephant is funny. He's really jumping. So yeah, let's choose this one. So this little chain right here is the link. So I would press that link, so that copies it. See, link copied to my clipboard. So I go back to the Google slide that I was making, and now I want to go back to the Insert tab, and I want to do Image and Insert by URL. So here I press that, and then if I go here, I just left clicked. I pressed, no, actually I right clicked. I right clicked, and now I'm going to press paste because that link is going to go there. And oh, there's the video or the Giphy that I'm going to put right here. And there he is jumping around. Now you will be able to see, like, over here on this side, you don't see the extra boxes. But if you just, you can erase these just by, clicking on them and taking them out so that they're just not a distraction. And then you can also make this image bigger. He's already pretty big, so you can't really make him much bigger. But a nice thing to do with this is you can add like color in the slide, so it's not just like white. Okay, so if you just want to make it a little bit more easy on the eyes, I could, let's see if I press here. So I click on the slide there, and it highlights this slide, or this slide. At this point, it's not going to make a difference. And then I want to press theme. Actually, no, background. Background. And then I can select a color that I want to have. Let's just say blue. Right. So there's the blue color, and I want to add it to not just one of the slides, but all of the slides. So add to theme, and then done. And now I've added that same color to all of the slides, and it'll look just more appealing. So like this one has the blue there. Now the elephant has the blue there, and the next slide will have the blue there. And I can take all this extra stuff out just by highlighting it and pressing backspace. You could take those other boxes out, but here, if I want to add some words, then I press my text box again, which I just erased. And see, I've pressed it. And now I want to put my text box here. I want to make it bigger, bigger. And what is this? What do I want to say? Well, I need to make the words really big so that they could be seen nice and clearly. So I picked the letters, I think, jump. That still looks kind of small, right? Or jumping. Jump or jumping. We'll put jumping. So I want to make it bigger though. So I'm highlighting it, and I'm going to make it, yeah, there we go. That's big. And then maybe even making it bold. If I wanted to make the letters bold, I just press those 3 buttons right there. And now jumping. That's bigger and probably could be seen better, so I can move it someplace around wherever you want it to go. So jumping, right? So you could add words and whatever that way. So there's a lot of things you can do with this to make the slide look more appealing, but there's so many things you can add just by doing that. And then you can title your Google slide by writing jumping or jump right there, and then now you have it, it's saved, and you can do more just like that. So I think that would be all, just to remind you, if you want to show this Google slide in your Manycam, you press this present button. I just want to press this drop down box, and I want to press presenter view like that. I X out of that screen. Now I want to reduce the size of this because it's a little too big, and here it is in my Google slide. You could see that. I don't know why there's so much, oh, this box should be bigger. So there's not so much black there. So there we go. Go back to jumping. Now you can see it, and there's no black. So that's what it's going to look like, and that's how you can make it. So I hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching.